everyone! I am so excited that I get to read you another story during our virtual story time. Are you excited? I knew that you would be. I am so happy. Today we are going to be reading a story called I Am Perfectly Designed. In this story, we are going to meet two characters, a father and a son. And we're going to learn about all this fun stuff that they do together. In this story, you are going to hear the father tell the son that he is perfectly designed. Now, take a second and think about what that might mean. Have a second to think about it? Awesome. So what the father is telling the son is that he is perfectly designed. He is perfect the way he is, just like you are perfect the way you are. And Miss Phoebe is perfect the way she is. I want you to think of a family member that you do fun things with and that makes you feel special and happy with who you are. They let you know that you are perfectly designed just the way you are. I want you to think of that family member while we're reading our story and see if you can see any similarities between your family member and the family members in the story, between the father and the son. Now that you have that family member in mind, sit back, settle in, get ready to listen to another lovely story during Miss Phoebe's virtual reading circle. Enjoy! I Am Perfectly Designed, written by Karamo Brown and illustrated by Anusha Saeed. I am perfectly designed. First, there was you, Dad. Then there was me. And now there is us. That's right, now there is us. When you first saw me, you said, "He is perfectly designed from his head to his toes." And I meant every word, still do. When I was a baby, I looked just like you. Only I had no hair and you had lots. Now it's the opposite. So true. The first thing I remember is being carried on your shoulders while you walked me all over the city. Remember that? I had such a big baby head. Indeed, but your big baby head was perfectly designed for you. When I was real little, I thought you could touch the moon. Remember that? We'd sit on the roof and reach for it. One day you will be big enough to reach it yourself, but until then, it's perfectly fine to ask for help. Remember when we went as syrup and waffles for Halloween, Dad? Ha! I do. That was awesome. I wonder what will be this year. When I run in the park, jump in the park, climb trees in the park, and pretend I am a statue in the park, you remind me that I am perfectly designed to explore the world. You are, and you always will be. Sometimes, Dad, when I get mad or sad or confused, you wrap me in your arms. I like that. Me too. And I remind you that you are perfectly designed and wonderful, no matter what you're feeling. Boys and girls, were you thinking of that one family member while you were listening to the story? Okay. Awesome. Now, I want you to hit pause and talk about the similarities that you saw in the book and between you and the family member or person that you love that thinks you're perfectly designed. So hit pause and discuss it with a friend. And even if there isn't a friend for you to discuss it with, still hit pause and say it out loud because the wizard is always watching. Dad, when I grow up and leave home, will you miss me? Yes, very much. Will you go into my room and play with my race cars and stuffed animals? You know I will. Will you sit on the fire escape and feed the pigeons like we do in the summer? The pigeons and the sparrows. Will you remember our favorite moves? I will, and I'll invent some new ones too. Dad, will you always think of me? Always. You know what, Dad? What? I will always remember walking through the city and sitting on your shoulders. And maybe when you're older and I'm taller, I can carry you on mine because we are perfectly designed for each other. That's right. Boys and girls, it looks like our story time is coming to an end. I really want to know what you thought of the story. So ask a parent or a grandparent and ask them to help you comment on this post. I want to know what your favorite part of the story was. And you can even post a picture of you and a family member that you love so, so much and that they know and you know that you are perfectly designed just the way you are. Until next time, bye K1!